Hello friends, welcome all of you on the channel of IBPS Mastery. Friends, as you all know that I had already published a video regarding the how to prepare for Sbi Po examination. This is only videos for the those candidates who are not getting the language Hindi and they want to all description of a strategy in English. Hope so you will enjoy the video. I am requesting each and everyone, those who are watching this video, please watch till the end. Friends, as you all know that Sbi Po is the one of the biggest examination, and we can say that it is the dream examination for every IBPS or every banking aspirants. The best thing about Sbi Po is that how to prepare and what are the reasons why we get to fail in the examinations. Look, every time you must have to know that the first thing that you have to keep in mind that you must have to be updated by the syllabus. First thing that you must have to be updated by the syllabus, and second and most important thing, key concepts building is the one of the best thing that you need while you are preparing for Sbi Po examinations. Without concepts you cannot get success in Sbi Po examinations. To be very frank and clear, you need to build your concepts while preparation. You all are aspirants of banking examinations, so kept in mind while preparation, always kept in mind that what to prepare and how to prepare the best. The one of the important question that we should have a clear vision about what we have to study. What to study is the one of the important question, and from where to study and from where to study is the second important questions. Once you clear this type of question, what to study and where to study, then you have a clear cut vision about the preparation strategy, and what should be strategy is the second upcoming stage of that. So first question is that while going for preparation of Sbi Po examination, the question is that are we still repeating the same mistakes? What does I mean about by the mistakes? The word mistakes means that look very careful and to be very frank, if we are preparing for 3 to 4 years and we did not able to qualify in mains, means we are not preparing up to that level that which is demanded by IBPS examination board. To be very frank, if we are giving 3 to 4 years and we had not qualified any mains, means preparation is not up to the mark. What was the reason behind that? The best, the one of the important reason I can say behind that is कि while preparing the examination, we always try to repeat the mistakes. Mistakes means like, remember before 2 or 3 year we had prepare, okay, but at that time we get a score of 16 in any section, 17 or 18. The question is that if the attempt or the questions or the marks of any subject is same as it was 1 year or 2 year ago, means the problem is in the strategy, not in the concept building. So always remember while going through these things, the mistakes should be avoided. The first mistake is that if you are not getting succeeded, you must have to change your strategy. You must have to change your strategy. And second thing is that go through all topics in which you are facing issues, facing problems, and try to read in descriptive way, like from very basic to the very high level, high level questions. They look very carefully what we does, like if we take any topics of profit and loss. Let for example, if we take any topics like profit and loss, we know that we can solve a easy one questions, but when the question is of hard level or high level, we get failed to solve the questions. Why this happened? Because the reason is that we had not gone through the thoroughly study of each and every topic. Once you get through the thorough study of each and every topic, look carefully, take any of the books, any of the reputed books like Rajesh Verma, or I always used to practice by Rajesh Verma, and we can say that Sarvesh Gupta is the one of the best book, Sarvesh Gupta, and Arun Sharma is the one of the good books, that is of Quants level. Arun Sharma and Sarvesh Gupta, they write the book of Quants level. These two books are very important for Sbi Po maths examinations to qualify in maths. These are two books always give you a clear cut vision that how you should proceed toward the question. Look, go through the basics. I mean to say that basics means that before starting the questions on any chapter, there is some basics given in the introduction slides. Try to avoid the short tricks. You will find thousands of YouTube channel that is always working on short tricks. But remember, no matter these short tricks are validated by the experts, but these only short tricks only helps you to qualify in prelims examinations. Once the mains examination is came, as far as the mains examination is concerned, these short tricks are of no use. You will never get advantage of any short tricks. So try to read the introductions mean that you have the clear visions about what do you mean by profit, what do you mean by loss, what do you mean by CP, what do you mean by SP, where to calculate profit percent, where to calculate loss percent, and where to calculate discount percent. These all questions you must have a clear cut vision about each and every questions. So the question is that once you get to deliver each and every question, then the second step is that if you are not getting success in mains examination, look very frankly and to be very clear, always try to solve one questions in two or three alternate method. If you able to introduce these habits like solving any questions by two and three methods, no one can stop you to get qualified in SBIPU examinations. Because once you solve the any questions in two or three alternate method, like if you're following any book like R.S. Agarwal and Rajesh Verma, then we go through the questions and we are not getting the solution, then we go through the solution part, and once the solution is understood, no matter one solution understood, always try to pressurize your mind or try to build a pressure on your mind to think always outside of box. Once you think always outside of box, no one can stop you. So this outside of box thinking gives you an alternate method to solve that question, and once this method is introduced in you, means you have a capability to solve each and every questions of that topic. Look, this is the one easiest method that we have to introduce, because we have now 2 to 3 months left in any examination. So this is the best time, the best moment of preparation is that moment when everyone is relaxing and you are working hard to hit as hard as you can. So everyone is dreaming about SBIPU examinations, but many of us, those who are preparing, and if you are watching this video, means you are really serious about SBIPU examination preparation. And many of us, those who are planning to prepare, they will start preparation after the after the release of notifications. But once the notification is released, means you have 1 to 2 months, we can say that, remaining for that. So this 1 to 2 months is never sufficient to cope up all your weakness zones to make it strong. So try to focus or try to enhance the ability and skills to solve each and every question in a 2 or 3 ways from till date, from this moments. If you are getting to enhance that skill in yourself, then this will really help you to move forward. So never try to repeat these mistakes which you had mistakes in previous examinations, and the result is that, and the consequences is that, failure. So always remember, once you think that you are frustrated by failure or you are demotivated by failure, always remember demotivation is nothing. You have to put your extra effort. Just go through each and every topics and think where you are facing problems, where you are facing problem. Make a short notes or make a short chart on that problems and fix that chart on front of your study table, so that you have a clear cut vision that you have to get success in that particular topics, and these all topics are your rivals, and once you defeat all these topics, no one can defeat you, no one can stop you to get qualified in upcoming examinations. So second thing is that once we going through the questions of any topics, like I am telling about any topics, if we go through the questions of profit and loss, look very carefully. Profit and loss topic is concerned, how to study is the one of the important questions. If you know very well that there is no limitations of number of questions, you will get 1,000 minimum questions or 500 questions on each and every topics once you google it. But if you are going to solve all these 500 questions, means you are just wasting your time. Look very carefully. If you are really serious about SBIPU examinations, let me clear one more time. If you giving 6 to 7 hours daily on daily basis with dedication, full dedication, that avoid all these things, avoid negativity, avoid, never ever worried about your results. Look, Your today's condition, your today's failure is a consequence of your past result, past work and past experiences. So if you want to achieve something great in future, you have to change the style of your study, or change the style or ability to solve the questions in present conditions, so that the future will be get good. As far as the future is concerned, you can get a clear cut vision about, and your future will get a brightened as it was today. So we need to 6 to 7 hours dedicatedly for 4 months. If you are giving 4 month to any examinations, I think it is much more sufficient to qualify any banking examinations, because to be very frank, you also know that no banking syllabus is that much hard or that much lengthy that you need to cover more than 4 months to solve it. So the style of a study should be that if you're going through any topics, first take any books. You can take any books, but as far as SBI PO is concerned, as I am concerned, for maths, if you are interested, you can go through my lectures on an academy, or you will also get lectures on this YouTube channel. I am on academy with the name of Ashutosh Tiwari, ASHUTOSH, Ashutosh Tiwari. You can search it, or you can go through the questions. Right now I had only published the courses in Hindi, explanation in Hindi, but once if you are giving me confirmation that you are getting my points in these lectures or in this video, then I'll try to solve all these questions as English too, so that you can get advantage of all the questions. These all questions are very very important. So thing is that take any books or take any courses, make a separate look. If you want to result, you have to work. There is no alternative to work. You have to work, and this is the best time of doing any work, because you have 2 to 3 months left with you. Near about 1 month, 1+ month is left in coming of notifications. So you are, if you are start preparation from this moment, means you are 1 month ahead. And make a clear cut vision that when everyone start their preparation for SBIP examination, you must have attempted 5+ mock tests, and you have solved 500+ questions, so that you have a good side, and you have a very fair chances to qualify in SBIP examinations. So go through the all books and all questions, and then short out all questions in 100 best questions. Short out all questions in 100 best question, or you can say that 50 best questions. If you are going through 50 best questions, no need to solve all these 500 questions. Just solve this 50 best question or this 100 best question with 2 or 3 effective ways. Once we solve this 50 best question with 2 or 3 method, means you will get an ability to solve. Means I am again repeating you, if you go any topic, you will get a 500 total questions. Short out 50 or 100 best question and solve this best question by 2 to 3 methods. If you solve these two questions by 2 to 3 method, look, this 2 to 3 method always give you a concepts, and the concept building is very much important while going through the mains examinations. Don't worry, you all know that in prelims examination the question are of a low level, and we need short tricks. So short tricks always come from concept. What does mean short trick? Short trick is nothing anything like that. The concepts are molded to form in such a way that we can reach the solution in a very easy, in very less time. That is called a short trick. So the short tricks are always based on concepts. So solve the questions by 2 to 3 method. This is the one of the effective way to solve the questions. We will discuss subject by subject that how and when should I study. Now what should be the daily schedule? Look, very frankly I am saying that to be very careful, you need to give 6 to 4 hours on daily basis. No matter it is of Sunday, Monday or any holiday, it is Diwali or Holi, you have to study 6 to 7 hours. If you can't stop eating, means you cannot avoid a study. This 6 to 7 hours must be studied if you really want to get success in SBI PO examinations. While I going through the success story of toppers, this is the this means that are we in need of studying pre and mains in a separate way? Does it that is the time, that is the demand of time that we need to study pre and mains exam in a separate way? Like many of us, many of us does that we studies prelims examinations, we studies for prelims first, and then we go for the mains. But look very carefully, no, never ever IBPS has mentioned that the syllabus for prelims is this much and syllabus for mains is this much. If IBPS had never bifurcated between the syllabus, then why we are going to bifurcate the syllabus? Look, what most of us think that once we qualified for prelims, we will go for mains. So they hardly qualify for prelims, and once they qualify for prelims, then there is very much less time, only 15 to 20 days for mains, and they can only focus on GK. So again, three subjects are backed here, and they cannot get much more time to enhance the capability of solving the questions in math, reasoning, and English. So again, they failed in mains examination. So never ever try to study pre or mains in a separate way. Always try to study pre or mains simultaneously together. Try to study pre or mains together. Like what? How does you do? Look very carefully. Out of, I had already told you that out of 200 questions, the 50 questions which you mark these 50 questions. Like you all very know that which type of question is asked in prelims and which type of question is asked in mains. As far as prelims is concerned, you will always get some easy questions which can be solved in 40-50 seconds or hardly 1 minute. So sort out the questions in form of prelims. These are of prelims level and these are of mains level. Means short, you have to first sort out the questions on the basis of pre and mains, but try to solve all these questions together. Never bifurcate. Never think that you have to only solve prelims and only solve mains. This will always help you to enhance your skill. Now the biggest question is that what about GK? Look very carefully. No wonder you all know that the Study IQ is one of the pioneer website for GK. But I am requesting each and everyone, if we are preparing for banking examinations, means to be very frank, look, be little sincere about your future. Means try to study in morning session. No matter if you are not able to awaking in morning, then if you get awake in morning, then try to study GK by 7 to 8 a.m. in morning, 1 hour GK on daily basis. Many of us have a question that once we publish any courses, the many of ask that, sir, from which date we have to start a study of GK. Look friends, to be very frank, you never, if you are reading, if you are trying to read the GK on daily basis, you never need to ask such a questions to anyone. So what are the advantage of that? Once you read all the GK by day to day, the first thing is that once the prelims examinations is over and the result is on the way, or once the prelims result is published, you have 20 days, and in that 20 days you can easily bifurcate 5 days for each subject. Look, 5 days for each subject, and in these 5 or 10 days you have to only revise all the concepts of GK. So during revision, make sure that you have measured 6 topics of revision. First is appointment, second is MOUs, third is, we can say that, mergers, and fourth is apps published by Government of India, and fifth is schemes, and sixth one is sports. These are the major reasons we need to revise on a daily basis. So first thing is that while going through the GK, try to study in morning, because morning is the best time to get anything. Like if you want to remember, in GK you have to remember, and one morning session or morning time is the best time to remember anything, because in morning our minds are very relaxed and free, and we can easily grab all the topics or grab all the points, or we are able to grab all, or learn or remember all the questions which we had read in morning slots. English, how to prepare is the one of the biggest question. If you are preparing for English section, look very carefully. To be very frank, English can only can be improved by reading ability. The more you will improve your reading ability, the more you try to understand the meaning of the passage, and the more you get the score. Most of time problem like that happens with us, that we will read all the paragraphs and we are not being able to get the exact meaning that word paragraph is dealing with, on which topic the paragraph is dealing with. So this is the one of the important thing, is that if you are reading any paragraph, means you have to clear cut, you must have a clear cut vision about the way of paragraph, main ideas. We can say that the main idea of paragraph, that on which topic, on which matter, on which concerned points the paragraph is related to. But because once we get the vision about that on which topic the paragraph is based, we need, or we will be able to solve any questions by ourselves. So the best thing is that this type of habits can only and only improved by using reading ability or by enhancing your reading skills. Once you will able to enhance your reading skills, no one can stop you to get marks in English. Look very carefully how the reading ability always helps you in scoring in other subjects, and what are the effective way to read the newspaper, and how we should enhance our reading ability. Look, do nothing, take any newspaper, try to read these newspapers, and try to read in at least, or try to read in at least 2 to 3 times. Once you read this newspaper 2 to 3 times, in first time you will get exactly 20 to 30% of ideas what paragraph is dealing with. In second time we will get ideas about 50 to 60%. In third time we will get ideas about 70 to 80%. And once you will have a 70 to 80% ideas about the meaning or idea or views, or we can say that view, or what are the point in the paragraph, then the second thing is that highlight the hard words. Highlight the hard words means that words which we can say that vocabs, highlight the vocabs which you are not, which you have, which you don't have idea about that what does it means. So always highlight the hard words, or we can say that those words which meaning are unknown for you. So first thing is that read the paragraph for 2 to 3 times, highlight all hard words, take a notebooks, write down these words, and in front of these words make a column, make a two separate column. In first column write similar words, in second column write dissimilar words. Once you do that, never stop while after doing this thing. Once you write similar word and dissimilar word, make at least two sentences on each and every words. Make at least two sentences on each and every words. Like if you get any words like should, first search from dictionary what does should means and what are the opposite words and similar words of should. Then apply this should in at least two sentences. Once you do these things, look very carefully, English is a language which is always solved from the heart. If you have emotions, if you have a feelings, then you can also get a marks in English. So many of us while preparation, once we going through the many of students, they says that English is very easy for me because they had a feeling about English. So for enhancing the ability of your reading skills, you need to at least read a newspaper. And the second way is that what to do with English during free time. Always try to watch any TV show, because TV show have two advantages. First, it relax your mind, and second, if you are watching any English TV show, it will improve your vocabs. It will improve your vocabs. How it improve your vocabs? Because during watching the TV show, first thing is that we must be aware about some new words that we are not in our dictionary, or that we are not in our, we can say that in our box, and we are going through these words. And the second thing is that once you are watching the lecture, once you are watching the videos, or once you are watching the reality shows, there is a tuning, or there is a style of talking. By that style of talking, we are also enhance our grammatical style, enhance our grammatical error. Like look very carefully, English is a language which is always solved by the feelings. If you don't have any feelings about English, then you will face really little much problems in solving the questions of English. So hope so you will get a clear cut vision that how to improve the English in a basic way. You have two major methods to improving. First is reading, you have to improve your reading skill. And second thing is that during your free time, try to watch TV show and just observe their style of talking. Once they talk, they uses very much phrases and idioms that are very much important for us, and these all words are used in upcoming examinations, and many of times, but look carefully while reading, always try to focus that you are reading an article related to economic, because once you're reading the economic article, it has two advantages. First advantage is that your GK concept gets stronger, and second is that the ability of your reading is also improved. So try to, I mean to say that always try to do that things which have multiple advantages for you. Never ever satisfied with only one options. If you are solving, if you are giving 1 hour and you only got one output, means you can also take two outputs minimum. Try to take minimum of two outputs by doing one work. Means if you are giving any subjects to 1 hour, then try to think that how you can produce multiple of outputs by giving a minimum of time, or we can say that how you can improve yourself, or how you can maximize your outputs by giving a minimum of inputs, because these types of strategy must be understood or must be applied while doing the preparation examination. The next question is that how to prepare for quants, what to do. I had already discussed, you can go through my lectures. The best thing is that I'll always try to, for quants, I am requesting each and everyone to always be with me. I will be with me, give me only 2 months. Then after 2 months, if your concepts and your style of or your way of thinking will not change, then talk to me. Trust me friend, I will change your way of thinking towards the questions. The best thing is that while solving the question of quants, always remember that never ever try to solve. You did not need to solve any questions, you just need to analyze the things. Once you get analyze the things, or once you analyze all the things, and you had a clear cut vision about that what you have to do in order to get the answer, means you did not need to solve. Because what solving does nothing. Solving does only calculations, and there is nothing much worried about your calculation. If you are preparing for bank examination, means we have a good calculation. The first thing is that to find a way, or to analyze the things, that how we should how we reach to the questions. Once we get any clear visions about that, how we reach to the answer, like any questions, once you read and make a chart, always make a chart. Once you get a hard of the hardest problem, first try to read out all the given things, then try to read in this corner what you have to find, then think, and always try to put some efforts on your mind to think out of the box. Always think that how will you reach from this point to this point. For reaching from this point to this point, what you have to do, what you have to do. Once you get a clear cut vision about all flow charts about that, in first step you have to find this one, in second this one, in third this one, in fourth this one, in fifth this one, then it will be very easy for you to get solve the all questions. For reasoning, always remember, for reasoning, puzzles is one of the most important things. You will find some most important puzzles, links of most important puzzles in description box. Never miss the description box. Hope so you will get advantage of that. And now the biggest question is that which type of mock test is good for SBI PO examinations, online or offline. Look friends, everybody have their own visions, everybody have their own view about the mock test. Some says that offline is good because offline did not create pressure on ourselves and we give our best. Some tell this online is good because online creates pressure on ourselves by showing a timing or with the help of timer. As you all know that in online mock test the timer is introduced, and by timers somebody says that they have some extra pressure on themselves and they did not perform in the examinations. But to be very frank friends, let me clear one more time. Once we are going to the prepare for examination, once we are going to appear in the examination, you always find that in examinations the only online method are adopted. So if you are preparing from offline, then you will be get troubled in means in real examinations. So always try to introduce both types of mocks, offline mocks and online mocks. A combination of offline and online are very much important to get success. So as far as the offline and online are concerned, you have to go through both the mocks, offline and online. Now Look very carefully. Here I am for discussing about the schedule, that what should be scheduled for SBIP examinations. Look friend, I had already told you that 6 to 7 hour daily for 4 months, and just try this schedule. You will surely get the advantage. What you have to do, I am reading each and everything which time from like morning 7 to 8 a.m. You have to do nothing, only GK on daily basis, on daily basis, GK on daily basis. No one is better than a study IQ. Go through only single website, a study IQ. You did not need to go through any of the other website. After 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., or we can say that 8 to 9:30, that is 1.5 hour reading ability skill. You have to read at least two passages daily. At least two passages daily. At least two passages daily. Try to read economic passage. It will help you in a dual purpose. First, it enhance the ability of your reading skills, and the second, it helps you to build some concept in economic affairs and GK. Try to read economic passage. You can easily find on Google, or if you are not finding, download Economic Times of India app. You will get economic passage there. There is an app called as Economics Types of India on Google Play Store. Download it and try to read at least two articles daily on daily basis. And second thing is that after trying those two articles, you list out the list out a list of top 10 words that are used in passage, and with find meaning of these top 10 words, two similar meaning and two dissimilar meaning. Okay, look very carefully, examine the process to be very carefully. Find the list of top 10 words used in that passage. Then for each and every words you have to find out two similar and two dissimilar meaning. And second thing, like, make at least two sentences, make two sentences by each and every word, by each and every word. Let me clear one more time what you have to do. Two passages study, 10 words list out, and then for 10 words two similar, two dissimilar. These are the things. And then two sentences, at least two sentences from each word, two sentences per words. This all this work you have to complete it in 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour. Hope so till 9:30 or later by 10 you will have completed your GK and English session. Like, relax for some moments after 10, go through your lunch and any other times, and come back after a refresher of 1 hour. Means, like, while you are going through after 10, you need a break of at least, after studying of 3 hours, you need a break of at least 1.5 hour. So what you have to do in 1.5 hour, you will wasted, everyone wasted nearly about 30 to 40 minutes in lunch and anything, any extra things. And in the remaining 30 minutes, what you have to do in remaining 30 minutes, you, for relaxing your mind, because you have already read English and GK, one of the two of the major section of banking examinations which are very much important for banking, or as far as the banking exams is concerned, these two subjects are have a very good weightage. And if you are able to maintain accuracy in these two subjects, then your way will be always easy. What you have to do, you have to do 30 minutes watch TV, any shows, or if you are living in a rooms or in a hostel, try to go through some YouTubes and try to, but always try to watch English shows, watch any English shows for at least 30 minutes, watch any English shows for at least 30 minutes. After doing all this process, come back with a full of energy up by 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. in the afternoon. And after that, what you have to do, you have to practice your reasoning session up to 2 p.m. Remember, in that session you have to solve at least 4 puzzles on regular basis. This is the only topic which have a more than 60% weightage in an examination. So in these 2 hours you have to solve 4 puzzles. And before solving 4 puzzles, what you have to do, that you had completed your GK and English in morning session, then go through any of the app like Banker Sadda. And everyone knows that Banker Sadda always published mini quizzes. Never missed these mini quizzes. Always try to look very carefully. The schedule must be that after reading the GK, once we back at 12 p.m. in the afternoon, what you have to do, that in half hour you have to first attempt all the GK mock and English mock. Like you have to do this on daily basis. Like today's date is 16th of Feb, means after reading that 16th Feb GK and everything, come back and attempt these two mocks for English and GK. And after attempting all these mocks, let me clear one more time, dear friends. After attempting all these mocks, look, the habit you have to introduce is that once we're going through the questions, what we do, that we always analyze our wrong ones. But this is the unfair means. Never ever only analyze your wrong questions. Always try to analyze your right questions, because the right questions always gives you a way to think outside the box. If you are giving 1 minute 20 seconds to solving any questions and this is right, then think that how you will able to solve this question in 40 seconds, 50 seconds or 1 minute. So try to always try to analyze the right questions too. Means I mean to say that if you are giving the mock mini mock of 20 minutes, or which Adda has uploaded on day to day basis, once you are giving the mock of on daily basis, then after analyzing and during analyzing, what you have to do, that you have to analyze each and every question, no matter it is right or wrong. You have to analyze each and every question. What you have to do, for each right question you have to find a way that how you will be able to solve in the minimum time which you have used to solve that question. And for each wrong questions you have to think that where you are doing, where you are committing the mistakes and where you are continuing or repeating the mistakes. Once you introduce these habits, you will able to success very much. This is the very good process. If you are continuing till for only 1 month, try for only 1 month, then you think that how much you are getting advantage of all these things. And the second thing is that what I am trying to say, that dear friends, after 12, once we come 12, what I have done, that mock for English and GK, analyze each and every questions. The time will be of 1 p.m. and after 1 p.m. up to 3 p.m. what you have to do, you have to solve only 4 puzzles and plus one mini mock, again mini mock of Adda, one mini mock of Adda of 20 minutes. And again do the same process, analyze each and every questions, analyze each and every questions. So this will happen till 3 or 3:30. After 3:30 you need, or your body need, a little break. So after that moment try to take a break for 2 hours minimum, or we can say that at 3:30 to somewhere between 5:30, try to take a break, take a power nap, or your body demands some rest. So 2 hours must be for your rest, because your mind is working from 7 a.m. morning till 3:30 p.m. in the evening, so it needs some rest. And after that what you have to, after that what we are facing, that once the evening is coming, our bodies try to become little bit tirely, and at that moment try to read that part of syllabus where you have to put your some extra effort on your minds. Because if you study easy questions, or if you study English in evening or GK in evening, it will be never beneficial, so it will be never more productive as compared to studying that subject which needs some more and extra effort of your mind, and extra pressure that creates an extra pressure on your mind to think that how to solve a question. So this is the best time, after 5:30 evening to 8 p.m. in the night. This is the best time to study quants. Why? Because at that time your mind get tired, and once you go through the questions of quants, it need, each and every questions needs an extra effort, an extra pressure, and it builds an extra pressure on your mind to think an alternate way to solve that questions. So this is the best time when your mind is saying that it needs some rest or it get tired, then put some extra effort to your mind and make it energized once more time. After 8 p.m. again give a mini mock of Adda for 20 questions. You have to give 4 mocks of 20 questions, which Adda is always on daily on regular basis. Adda publish it on website or on apps. And after doing all these things, look, after doing all these things, what you have to do that go for dinner, come back again at 9:30, come back again at 9:30, and after 9:30 what you have to do, after 9:30 give a mock test, give a full length mock test, full mock test of 60 minutes till by 10:30 or somehow by 11 you will get or you will complete your mock test. And after 11 again you have 100 questions and 1 hour. By 12 p.m. on the night or p.m. of the night, in 1 hour analyze each and every questions. Again I am repeating you, analyze each and every questions. Remember friends, always think that the analysis must be done on regular basis. If you are giving mock today or this moment, means that if you are giving any mock at this moment and analyzing this mock tomorrow or day after tomorrow, it will be not more beneficial because you are solving the question today, so your minds know that where you had committing the mistakes and where you have to improve yourself. So analyzing must be on regular basis. So hope so you all have a get a clear cut vision about the each and everything that how we should prepare for SBIP examinations. Hope so you will enjoy this video. If you are enjoying this video, please don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you find it useful, please share it to needy one. And waiting for a response, waiting for a comment. This is my first video in analysis or strategy for SBI in English. So I am waiting for all my friends, all my brothers from South Indian zone. Hope so you will enjoy this. Thank you very much for watching this.